It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Well, again, everyone, welcome to another night of round ball action here on your local origination channel. Bobby Price and Mick Kirkland along with Ryan Nyman. And we are at the Dothan Civic Center for the 4th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. And tonight it's going to be second round action from the games played on Saturday and Monday. Those winners will be advancing. And in the first game tonight, it's going to be the Tigers of Malone against the Tigers of Dothan. And we should see a pretty good game between these two clubs, Mitt.
Yes, both teams are good teams this year, Bobby. Malone comes in here with a 12-2 record, and I think Dothan's lost 3 games this year, so it should be a good game tonight.
Game kicking off today's activities will be Dothan versus Malone. First up, we'll introduce the Malone Tigers. Number 1, Marcus Leonard. Number 3, Ladarius McElroy. Number 5, Austin Williams. Number 11, Chai Baker. Number 13, Chris Murph. Number 21, Ty Baker. Number 22, Gene Littles. Number 25, Jamison Blunt. Number 31, DJ Allen. Number 32, Andre Rogers. Number 33, Chris Maloney. Number 34, Macel Clemens. Number 35, Tyrus McKinney. The head coach is Stephen Welch. The assistant coaches are Bruce Jackson and Joe Bob Baxter. The principal is Linda Hall. And now for the Dothan Tigers. Number 10, Bobby Peterman. Number 12, Jamal Rogers. Number 14, Devin Gooden. Number 15, Bernard McGee. Number 22, Greg Marsh. Number 31, Adrian Kirkland. Number 33, Mark Ford. Number 35, Stephen Trewick. Number 43, Octavius Mobley. Number 44, Devontae Johnson. Head coach is Bill Porter. Assistant coaches, Mark Gibbons, Greg Greenwood, Donnie Chambers, Tommy Wells. The principal is Matt Humphrey. Our officials for today's game, down the floor, Esther McLeod, Chris McKaminsky, Sam Weeks. Scorekeeper is Marilyn Freeman, and the timekeeper is Jesse Jones. At this time, we will ask Chris Knight, who is employed by the Personnel Department of the City of Dothan, to come out and sing our national anthem. The flag is to the scoring's right.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
There you have it.
Let's
The
play
national
some
anthem
basketball.
from one of the City of Dothan employees, and we're set to go here with action from the Dothan and Malone Tigers. Malone, who is 12-2 on the year, is going to take on the Tigers of Dothan under Coach Porter. Starters will be Jamal Rogers, Bernard McGee, Greg Marsh, Adrian Kirkland, and Stephen Trewick. Starting for the Malone Tigers will be Ladarius McElroy, 22 Gene Littles, Jamison Blunt 25, Andre Rogers 32, and Maciel Clemens number 34 to tip it away.
We're looking for a good game tonight because both teams are extremely talented, and we expect to see a lot of running tonight. I think both of them are pretty quick, Bobby, and you'll see some things really happen tonight.
Yeah, I think so, and we're underway here. Try to get you a little natural sound tonight so we won't sound so flat and all that kind of stuff, and make you really think that the basketball game is going on live. And we have a whistle under the basket. Looks like it's going to go against number 12 for Dothan, Jamal Rogers. We'll see what the call is from the official. No, actually it goes against Malone, number 25, Blunt.
So Blunt picks up his first foul. The Tigers inbound the ball.
25 seconds elapsed as we go with Dothan on their first possession under basket. Turnaround jumper from number 35. Trewick falls away. Dothan still at it. Here's Marsh. Now comes to McGee. And in the corner to Kirkland, to Rogers, to Marsh, and put it in for 2 points.
That was a really nice feed that time from Jamal Rogers. He drew the defense to him, and Greg Marsh broke toward the basket, and he dished it off to him for the layup and 2 points. And Dothan comes up with a turnover. And they turn it over now. They call Bernard McGee for traveling.
Right, here's the inbounds toss from the Tigers of Malone. Comes into McElroy, and he comes up the far away, across midcourt, and they'll try to set up their offense. Straight down the lane, pull-up jumper's no good, and Dothan comes up with it, with Marsh picking it up and getting it across midcourt quickly over to McGee. Back here to the near side to Marsh, and Kirkland drives the baseline too much, but gets his own rebound. So Malone comes up with the rebound. No score for Dothan on that one, so they're still ahead by 2-0. Number 3, McElroy. Dishes off to number 22, Gene Littles. Loose ball, and looks like Marsh comes up with it. So Kirkland brings it down the court. Rogers to Marsh. Whistle won't fall.
And Bobby, something we're seeing tonight from Jamal Rogers. We know he's just a great athlete, a good shooter, and a great defender, but we've seen him make some big plays here passing the ball.
Yeah, and that's 2 quick fouls on Blunt, number 25, as Marsh attempts his free throw. First one's there.
So Marsh has all 3 of Dothan's points.
I do have another shot coming from Marsh, who is trying to go 2 for 2 from the free throw line with 5:55 left in the first, and he does.
So Dothan's up 4-0, and with 5:55 left in the opening period.
Pressure coming from Malone as they try to get the ball in and finally do. Now they're on their end of the court, set up their play. We have Littles. Gets it over to McElroy. McElroy just watching, looking. 32 takes a shot. Rogers off the mark, gets his own rebound. McElroy tries it. Off the mark, can't come in. 34 gets a rebound and puts it in. That is Clemens for 2.
And Bobby, Dothan didn't do a very good job of blocking out on the rebounds. They let Malone get 3 shots at it, and that third time, Clemens knocks it in.
Marsh driving toward the basket. Tried to go to Rogers and picks up a foul.
McGee from the corner. It's off the mark, but Marsh gets the rebound. Kicks it out to Kirkland. They get it into Rogers. And he's called for traveling. That was a little too much traffic in that time, and he tried to force the shot up, and they called him for traveling. So Dothan turns the ball over, so it's the Malone Tigers ball. Dothan in a full-court press, and Kirkland forces the turnover. Marsh picks it up, and he's fouled. Foul's called on number 34, Mansell Clemens, his first, the team's 4th. At the line is Greg Marsh. He's 2 of 2 from the line with a total of 4 points. Make it 3 for 3.
All right, Marsh made that first one, puts it up. And the roll does not quite fall his way. So now here comes Malone Tigers.
Dothan's up 5-2.
Number 22, Little. Gets it to McElroy, and then in the corner to number 34, Clemens. And a turnover. Here comes Dothan again. McGee gets it down court quickly. To Marsh, then back to McGee. Adrian Kirkland. And they turn it over again. Goes to Jamal Rogers. He fakes a 3-point shot. This time he takes it off the mark. But McGee gets the rebound, shoots too hard. And we have a foul. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul.
Stephen Trey would call for the foul. His first, the team's first.
So there's no basket on that. .341 left as we get everything situated out. Yeah, got a pawn into the ball, turning it over.
So the defense causes the turnover, and Dothan will be getting the ball on that side of the court.
3:37 left in the first. 5-2 Dothan. Marsh goes into Trawick, and they lose the handle on it. Here comes Malone.
What a block that time by Jamal Rogers. That time number 22, Gene Littles, looked like he had an easy layup, and Rogers comes from behind and knocks it out of bounds.
All right, comes the inbound shot. Trying to look around to see if there's anything in the lanes open, and he turns it over with another palming of the ball.
I'll tell you, both teams have committed quite a few turnovers here in the early going, Bobby. They both are going to have to settle down and do a better job of handling the ball and protecting it.
3 turnovers for Dothan, 5 for Malone. Marsh back to McGee, over to Kirkland. McGee drives, jumps, puts it up. It's there.
Nice drive to the basket on the bank off the glass by Bernard McGee, his first basket of the game. Dothan up 7-2, 2:35 left in the opening period.
So 5.5 minutes have elapsed in this period, and we don't have 10 points scored between both squads yet. It's 7-2. The Dothan Tigers on top of this one.
And Bobby, the reason that there haven't been very many points scored is because of the number of turnovers. We have a technical foul. 32 is called for the penalty. Okay.
Picks him up 2 there quickly.
Rogers picks up 2 quick fouls. And at the line is Greg Marsh. He's going to be shooting 2. And Marsh makes the first one. He is 4 of 5 from the line. Make it 5 of 6.
And let's see.
Dothan takes the ball out, and they are leading 9-2. And Marsh has 7 of Dothan's 9 points.
Here's the inbounds toss back to McGee. 2-11 and counting for the period. Inside to Trawick. Turnaround jumper. Won't fall. Rebounded by the men in blue.
That's number 22 with the rebound, Gene Littles.
All right, Littles looking around. McElroy shifts toward the baseline. Back out to number 22. That's Littles. Driving, jumping, missing. And a great rebound by Marsh.
That time Dothan did a better job of blocking out. Trawick goes up off the glass for 2.
Stephen Trawick puts it in for 2. It's an 11-2 game. 1 minute and a quarter left.
Dothan still on the press.
As Littles gets it across midcourt to McElroy. McElroy driving the lane. And she puts it up, no good. And here comes number 15, McGee, on the fast break to Kirkland.
And they call him for double dribbling. That time he never did get the handle on it, Bobby, and they turn it over. Dothan up 11-2, just over a minute left in the opening period.
Here's the toss. Looks for help. McElroy's going to bring it out. McGee is right there with him. Knocked away by Adrian Kirkland. All right, Devontae Johnson comes in and Trawick sits. Nice move to the basket there for McElroy for 2 points.
That time McElroy was able to break away from the defender and go in for the layup and put it in for 2, so it's an 11-4 Dothan lead.
Okay, Marsh to Kirkland in the corner, back out to Marsh, over to McGee. Marsh inside to Jamal Rogers, and he gets into the scoring.
That was a nice spurring pass down to Rogers in the lane, and Rogers, once he get it in the paint, Bobby, you can look out.
We're approaching 10 seconds left in the period. McElroy trying to get something going, nothing happening. Shoots a 3, misses. And that brings us to the end of 1. It's your Dothan Tigers 13, the Malone Tigers 4. And Mitt, slow first quarter.
It was a very slow first quarter and a low-scoring first quarter because of all the turnovers committed by both teams. So both teams got to kind of settle down and come out the second period and try to do a better job of handling the ball and controlling the tempo of the game.
13-4 is our total. Second quarter action coming up. All right, set for period number 2. Bobby Price and Mick Kirkland with you. And all these wonderful shots you're getting are coming from Brian Nyman. He has practiced and practiced and practiced. And Mitt has about got him trained. on what to do, but he still has to give him a little critique here and there to keep him on the straight and narrow.
Well, you know, you have to kind of whip him into shape every now and then.
Oh, look at that block from Rogers again.
That's the second time Rogers has come from behind and blocked the shot, Bobby. He's allowed the offensive player to drive toward the basket, and it looked like it's going to be a clear shot, but he's so athletic, he can get around him and over him and knock the ball loose.
And unofficially in that first period, we had 4 turnovers for Dothan, 5 turnovers for Malone, so that's the 6th turnover for Malone there.
And Rogers puts it up after the miss by McGee. Greg Marsh picks up his first foul. That's the Tigers' second. The Dothan Tigers, both teams are the Tigers.
All right, fast break down is number 1, Marcus Leonard. Leonard shoots for 3. Count it.
That time, Leonard, I heard the net spike here, Bobby, and we're halfway down the court.
Yeah.
That was a smoker. And Rogers loses it out of bounds. Dothan up 15-7.
All right, Trawick comes back in as Johnson goes out. Dothan temporarily releases the press. With a 15-7 score, it's the Dothan Tigers on top. Leonard looking, jumping again, off the mark, and Marsh comes up with a rebound. So here comes Dothan.
I tell you, Greg Marsh finds a way to be around that ball on both ends of the court, Bobby.
Kirkland to Marsh, back to Kirkland, and we have a 3-second lane violation. Another turnover by Dothan.
So Dothan's committed 2 turnovers in the last 2 possessions, and they both have been caused by number 12, Jamal Rogers. You got to get your head back in the game. You have to keep your head in the game and stay focused. And Malone turns right around and turn it back over to Dothan. It's like, hey, I don't want it, you take it. No, I don't want it. So both teams continue to be plagued by turnovers.
Yeah, they're just trying to get that fast break going and just need to learn to slow down and be patient. Trawick inside to Kirkland. Can't happen. Turnover.
3rd straight turnover for Dothan.
Number 22 tries to put it up and it won't go. And we get a foul.
Morris picks up his 2nd foul. And it's the team's 3rd foul. At the line is number 22, Gene Littles.
Littles goes in and out. So McElroy comes back in as number 34. Clemens sits down, and Bobby Peterman's into the game. Little's second shot is coming. It's up. Count it.
So Little hits 1 of 2. It's a 15-8 game. Dothan has only scored, and that's their 4th straight turnover.
And a foul committed by Peterman. Makes him earn those 2 shots the hard way. Leonard shoots off. Has another shot coming. Second one misses it.
Trawick gets the rebound for the Dothan Tigers, and we'll see if they can maintain possession this time. And Trawick takes it in for 2. That's his 2nd basket of the game. Total of 4 points. They steal the ball, and Rogers had it, and he lost it.
And Leonard gets it across midcourt. hangs in there with it. McElroy drives toward the baseline, pull-up jumper. It won't fall, and we got a 2-shot foul coming up.
That's going to be Trawick's second foul.
So Trawick and Marsh both have 2 fouls in the contest. McElroy shoots, makes it. Devon Gooden comes into the game for Dothan.
Trawick takes a seat on the bench. He's picked up 2 fouls here in the first half.
Makes them both.
And Dothan has turned the ball over 4 of the last 5 possessions. And the one time they did turn it over, they scored. Over to Rogers, a nice feed that time coming from, I believe it was Adrian Kirkland over to Jamal Rogers.
Yep. Kirkland saw that he wasn't going to be able to put it in. And Peterman picks up his second.
So Dothan has 3 players with 2 fouls apiece.
So here comes Littles with the ball. Guarded by Marsh. Gets it to Leonard. And Leonard drives down toward the baseline, comes across, and he's going to put it up, misses. And here comes the fast break for the Tigers of Dothan.
The thing Dothan has been successful doing, Bobby, is when they maintain possession of the ball, they've been able to score.
Chai Baker, that's his first. Okay, Gooden at the line, short. .434, 19 points for Dothan, 10 points for the Malone Tigers. McElroy comes back around to Littles. Littles looking for something open, spreading it out on the floor. McElroy looks, tries to drive through, shoots, and it falls in for him.
That's 6 points for McElroy. It's a 19-12 Dothan lead. 4 minutes left in the period.
All right, over to Peterman.
Dothan calls a timeout, and it was because they were not doing a good job moving the ball down the court.
All right, timeout on the floor. It's 19-12. It's Dothan over Malone. 3:54 left in the first half of play. It's an 8-7 run for Malone in this period. It's now 19-12. As Dothan looks, tries to go into to Gooden, and it's knocked away by, who's that, number 22, Littles? Yeah.
Dothan continues to do a poor job of handling and protecting the ball.
So we get another whistle. Number 21, Ty Baker.
He picks up his first, and it's the 8th team foul, so Dothan will be in the bonus for the remainder of the half.
Roll, it doesn't fall for him, but Gooden gets the rebound and puts it in for 2.
That time Gooden did a good job, if I can say it that way, of getting missing the shot and getting his own rebound and putting it up for 2.
So both squads are on the 1-and-1. Number 10, that's his third. So McElroy at the line. He is perfect there, 2 for 2.
Down a little bit, Brian.
So McElroy makes 1 of 2 on that one. Peterman drives, turnaround jumps too hard. Rogers finishes it with a 2-pointer.
And that time, Rogers got the ball so quick and put it back up, he left the defender standing still. Dothan up by 10, 23-13, just under 3 minutes left in the half.
Off the mark. Here comes Rogers.
That was the only way they were going to stop him. You know what he had on his mind. Foul called on number 1, Marcus Leonard.
He said white, but
it's blue.
Yeah. Misses the first. So Gooden comes in, goes out, and 44 Johnson comes in. Misses them both.
And that looked like somebody threw a bowling pin, a bowling ball under the goal, but they all tumbled down.
McElroy over to Leonard. And the corner, number 11, shoots a 3, misses. Johnson came up with a rebound, and McGee is looking to get it across. Kirkland to McGee. Kirkland back into the inside.
That time he tried to force the pass in there. That time Kirkland tried to force it, and they turn it over again. They've got, I keep saying this, Bobby, and I don't think they can hear me, though. But they've got to do a better job of handling and protecting the ball.
23-13, a minute 51 left in the half. McElroy drives, jumps, pushes it off to number 1 for 3, misses. And then the shortest guy on the floor comes up with a rebound. That's Bobby Peterman to McGee. Back to Peterman, pulls it out. Adrian Kirkland, Peterman, McGee. Whistle. It'll be Austin Williams.
His first. Both teams in the bonus.
So McGee with 2 points will come to the line to shoot the front end of 1-1. Well, it's going to be, it must have been a 2-shot foul. Okay, we're in the double bonus, so 10 fouls, so that's.
Dothan shooting 6 of 10 from the foul line.
Makes the second.
So McGee puts up his 3rd point of the game, and Dothan goes up by 11, 24-13.
Tyrese McKinney comes into the game. (24-13), 9-point lead. No, that's an 11-point lead. Gets it all the way over to Leonard. Number 11 shoots his 3. It's short. That was Chad Baker. McElroy gets the rebound. McElroy open, shoots, off the mark.
Nice move by McGee that time. He looked like he was going to try the reverse layup, Bobby, and he faked it and he kept it and laid it up with his left hand for 2.
38 seconds. It's 26-13. Marcus Leonard gets it over to McElroy. McElroy drives, shoots, misses, and Rogers comes down with the rebound. So Peterman to Kirkland. Over to McGee. Back to Peterman. Kirkland looks again. 8 seconds left. McGee shoots it to Kirkland. And 1 second. Blocked. And brings us to the end of the first period, first half of play. The score is the Dothan High School Tigers 26, the Malone Tigers 13. Any closing comments, Mitt?
Well, Bobby, turnovers. and that's the story of the first half on both sides of the ball. So, you know, both teams got to go in the dressing room and they've got to listen to the coaches. And I'm quite sure the first thing they're going to say is, guys, y'all got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. And just about every time we've been able to hold on to the ball, especially Dothan, they've been able to put some points on the board. But they have not done a good job of holding on to the ball. So, you know, we'll see what happens in the second half.
All right, we'll take time here. It's 26-13. It's 2-1. Dothan Tigers over the Malone Tigers. We'll have third and fourth period action for you in just a few moments. All right, we're back to the Dothan Civic Center for the 4th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. Bobby Price, Mitt Kirkland with you. And just to recap some of the stats for the first quarter, Mitt, this is compliments of Gareth Franklin.
Yeah, Gareth has done a great job for us down here, and we appreciate him giving us these halftime stats. Now, the score after one, Dothan led 13-4, and they're leading 26-13 currently at halftime. Leading scorer for Dothan, Jamal Rogers with 8 points. Greg Marsh had 7 points. Bernard McGee, 5. Stephen Trey with 4. And Devon Gooden had 2. Marcus Leonard had 3 for Malone. Ladarius McElroy had 7. Clemens had 2. And Littles had 1. Now, just kind of looking at team stats as a team, Malone was 4 of 21, shooting only 19%. They were 4 of 8 from the foul line, 50%. They had 8 turnovers in the first half and a total of 11 rebounds. Now, the Dothan shot 10 of 20 for 500% field goals and 6 of 12, 500% free throws. It was 6 of 12. And rebounding, where Dothan had a big advantage, they had 20 rebounds, but they also had more turnovers than Malone. They had 9 turnovers to Malone's 8, and Dothan got most of their points in the paint, 18 points coming in the paint, where Malone only had 4.
All right, we tip the ball off, and Dothan starts with a quick turnover. And here come the Tigers of Malone on the fast break. Leonard pulls up, holds it, looks to drive toward the basket, shoots, and a whistle. So Leonard will come to the line. Rogers commits the foul. Seven to 41, 26-13. First one up for Leonard there is good. He's now 1 for 3 from the line. Has another one, puts it up. It's off the mark. Marsh to McGee and back over to Marsh again. McGee again. And Rogers is able to get his hands on that one. Kirkland looks, brings it out to Marsh at the top of the key.
And Bobby, what's happening here, the reason Dothan's committing a lot of turnovers is the quickness of the Malone defense. They are stepping in those passing lanes, and they're making it difficult to pass the ball. And that time Marsh misses, and Trayward goes back up, and he's fouled.
So Trayward gets to come to the line. And we'll see who gets the foul.
That's Ty Baker's second. Yes.
So Trawick with 4 points, misses that free throw. Trawick with 4 points, and he's scoreless from the free throw line thus far. He makes that one.
Dothan up 27 to 14.
Little's turnaround jumper falls in.
That was a nice drive that time by Little, using some power that time and getting it up and in for two.
Here's McGee over to Kirkland, driving toward the baseline. Jump, shoot, short, and a nice put in by Rogers.
Rogers is so quick, Bobby. He came out of nowhere on the miss and got the ball, put it back up for two. He has 10 points in the game.
Turnaround jumper from number 3, McElroy.
McElroy, 9 points for McElroy.
So there's timeout on the floor for Dothan. The score is 29 to 18. Dothan over Malone. As plays resumed, McGee looks, gets it to Marsh. And here comes McGee to the near side. Goes to Kirkland. Marsh drives the baseline and puts it in. Nice move from Marsh to get in the bucket.
9 points for Greg Marsh. That's his second field goal, but he's been deadly from the free throw line.
McElroy for 2.
And I tell you, they're being a lot more aggressive taking the ball to the basket. Malone is.
Marsh to Rogers. Goes back out to McGee. 3-point shot misses. Gets his own rebound. 3-second lane violation.
That time Kirkland got kind of caught up and down in the lane and couldn't get out, and they called him for the 3-second violation. Dothan still on top by 11, 31 to 25 and a half minutes left in the third period.
So here's Leonard looking for help from Littles. Little attacks the ball. Looks for help from McElroy, and Kirkland steals. Puts it up for good.
And that was a good steal that time. Kirkland did a good job of anticipating the pass. He stepped into the passing lane, picked it off, and took it all the way for the basket.
So here's McElroy. 4:51 and counting in the third period. Little tries, Little loses. Roll right between Rogers' legs, but he had touched it. McElroy gets the toss inbounds. Looks, drives, jumps, shoots off the mark. And McGee comes down with it for the Tigers. Oh, a nice slam from Jamal Rogers.
Waiting on that one. That was a boy, they set that one up beautifully to Rogers.
35 to 20. It's 4:21 in the third.
12 points for Rogers.
Loose ball. Dothan comes up with it. Here comes McGee. Kirkland looks back out to McGee again. This goes to Marsh. McGee pushes and all the way to the baseline. It's blocked, and so here comes a one-on-one for number 11, and it's blocked by number 12, Rogers. And Dothan finally comes up with it, but we have a player on the floor.
An injury. We hope it's not serious. I can't see the number
22,
there.
I believe. No, there he is. 11. Yeah, Chai Baker. He hit the floor pretty hard on that block shot from number 12, Jamal Rogers.
He seems to be okay, Bobby. He's walking off the court. We're glad to see that. But I tell you, Rogers, he's so athletic, Bobby. You know, he comes out of nowhere and makes plays.
So we're set to resume the pace here at 35 to 20 with 3:38 left in the third period of action. McGee gets it over to Marsh, drives the baseline, and was going to give it off to Rogers, but got away from him, and McGee was able to pick it up once again. Into Trawick. Trying to go inside, and Trawick puts it up, misses it, and men in blue come down with it. Number 22, Gene Littles. Ty Baker shoots off the mark. And Trawick comes down with that rebound. Here comes McGee. Shoots the three, and it's there.
That's McGee's first three of the game. That gives him 8 points. Dothan up by the biggest lead of the game, 18.
Trawick with a huge rebound again. McGee drives. It's blocked by 21. Here's a one-on-one. Number 1 is going to be fouled before he got it to it. So the foul is going to be on Kirkland.
Hey, a number 1, Marcus Leonard, elevated and slammed it through that time. And only reason it didn't count is because he was fouled before he got to the basket. Kirkland picks up his first foul.
So we have a timeout on the floor with 2:27 left. It's 38-20, Dothan over Malone. Here's the inbounds toss. Malone from the corner is McElroy. Count it.
That time they left McElroy wide open, and he hit it from downtown. A big three-pointer coming from McElroy.
38-23.
14 points for McElroy in the game. And Dothan turned it over. I'll tell you, Bobby, they have not done a good job of passing the ball, and this Malone team is so quick.
Nice put in by Little.
That time they caught Dothan sleeping on the defensive boards. And Dothan wants a timeout, and it's going from an 18-point lead down to a 13-point lead. So Malone's going on a 5-0 run.
So with timeout on the floor, a minute 46 left in the third, it's 38-25, Dothan over Malone. All right, back at the Civic Center here with a minute 46. Dothan will toss it in to Marsh. We get it to McGee. And Marsh looks at the top of the key. Goes over to number 31. Kirkland jumps, puts it up and in.
Nice jumper that time coming from Adrian Kirkland, his 4th point of the second half.
McElroy gets in the corner to Marcus Leonard, and it won't fall. And Dothan comes down with a rebound.
That's Kirkland. Rogers, 2 more. That's 14 for Rogers.
McElroy pulls up.
And Dothan's back on top by 17.
So Littles has the ball. Looks, drives. Marcus Leonard over in the corner to McElroy. McElroy jumps and shoots. Gets his own rebound, won't fall. And Rogers comes up with a huge rebound. Marsh on the fast break, misses.
And it's knocked out of bounds by number 1, Marcus Leonard. So it will be the Tigers of Dothan's ball.
So Bernard McGee will toss it in as 25 and 35 come in. That is Jamison Blunt and Tyrese McKinney. Here's number 11, Chad Baker. All the way from the corner for 3 is
Bernard
Mr. McGee.
That's his second 3 in a row. So Dothan's up by 19, 45 to 25.
Makes it, I believe that's 20, Mitt.
20, yeah. They hadn't changed the scoreboard.
Misses 35. Gets the basket. McKinney gets in the scoring. Kirkland's second. So McKinney gets to make a trip to the free throw line. Misses it. Number 25, Blunt's third. Octavius Mobley comes in, and Rogers gets a bit of a breather. Mobley gets it right off the bat to Johnston, gets his own rebound, pushes it up, and it won't fall for him. And that brings us to the end of 3 periods of play. It's an 18-point lead with 45 points for Dothan.
Okay.
It's 45 to 23.
27.
27.
Yeah. They were messing with the scoreboard on us. I looked up and the scores had flip-flopped. I saw a 53, a 45, a 27, a 10, a 9, 8, 7, 6. So 45-27 is the score.
Okay, that completes 3 at the Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic, the 4th annual. And we'll be back in a moment. Here's the toss in. The Tigers of Malone gets first possession. 45-27. McElroy gets it over to Leonard, shoots 3, short. And it stays with Malone.
I think what you'll see, Bobby, here in the 4th period, you'll start seeing Malone try to make some 3-pointers here, try to shoot themselves back into this game. And good defense that time by Greg Marsh. We talked about him earlier, Bobby, about wherever the ball is, Marsh is going to be somewhere around it.
That's true. Comes into Littles. Littles comes out to Leonard. Leonard, the corner, number 11, shoots for 3, misses. Chai Baker. Loose ball.
Dothan gets a technical on McGee. Call McGee for the technical. McElroy hits both of his shots for the technical, and Malone wants a timeout. So with 7:29 left in the 4th, the score is 45 for Dothan, 29 for Malone.
On the toss in, Malone keeps it. 7:21 left in the ball game. It's 45-29. McElroy gets it to Littles. Driving to the basket, it won't fall for him. But number 25 comes up with the rebound, Jamison Blunt.
Rogers almost takes it away.
Won't fall. Jamal Rogers gets it in the hands of McGee with 6:50. Devon Gooden gets it back over to McGee. Back to Gooden, inside to Trawick. Here comes McGee around, brings it out to set it up again. At 22, I think maybe the foul is going against. 2-1. 1-1. Chai Baker picks up his second.
neither team in the bonus.
Jamal Rogers looks, gets in the hands of McGee, and McGee takes the three, misses, and here comes Malone, fast break. Marsh may pick up that foul.
That was a real aggressive move by number 11, Chai Baker. Marsh picks up his third foul.
So at the free throw line will be number 11, Chai Baker. Short. So Bobby Peterman comes in for Dothan as Devon Gooden sits down. Baker makes one of two. Here comes Marsh. Gives it to Rogers. It's knocked away. So Baker picks up his third, and Jamal Rogers comes to the free throw line. 0 for 2.
He makes that one.
So he's 1 for 3.
15 points for Rogers.
In and out.
Dothan up by 16, 46-30 with 6 minutes left. And that time, number 22, Gene Lillis, just took his eyes off the ball and lost it out of bounds, and they turned it over to the Dothan Tigers.
So number 31, DJ Allen comes into the game, along with number 3, McElroy. Number 5, Austin Williams. Number 21, Ty Baker. Marsh drives down. Rogers to the, won't fall, but he's still at it. Fadeaway puts it in for 2.
That time, Jamal Rogers just stuck with the ball until he could get it to fall in, and he puts it in for 2 more for the Dothan Tigers.
Wouldn't fall for Malone. So here's Rogers, slam.
Jamal Rogers doing what he loved to do, Bobby. Get the ball on the fast break and slam it in. 19 points for Rogers.
50-30. 5:22 left. So here comes Malone. Down by 20. Here's Littles. McElroy for 3. Off the mark.
Good defense that time by number 15, McGee, Bernard. I tell you what, Bernard McGee, I don't know what his stats are on rebounds, Bobby, but he's come down with quite a few tonight.
Chris Murph in for the first time. Looks for some help. McGee gets it across mid-court. Over to Marsh. So that's Austin Williams second. So Marsh is at the line. He's
been great from the line tonight.
Yeah, he's
Bobby.
only missed one.
He's only missed 1 of 8, so he's 7 of 8. Make it 8 of 9. He has 11 points. 52-30, Dothan on top.
13 from the corner, misses. And Leonard comes up with a steal and a whistle as number 22 Littles will come to the line.
McGee is called for the foul. That's his
Second.
so no foul trouble there.
52-30. First one's up and in.
Rogers and Marsh and Trawick goes out.
As Little attempts his next free throw, it's up. Gets the roll, it's good.
Seven points for Little in the game. Dothan up 52-32.
So Kirkland gets it into McGee. McGee gets help from Peterman, and a foul is going to be called on Leonard. So McGee will get to toss it in. As both squads get ready to go into the bonus. Peterman gets it across midcourt, gets to Marsh, to McGee. And 44, Devontae Johnson gets in the scoring act with 2. Foul called on Mobley.
But that third period was a real big period for Dothan. They put up 19 points in the period. And that's when they really took a big lead. They took a 19-point lead into
McElroy short. Got a whistle. Mobley picks up his second. Austin Williams puts it up and in. Here's the second free throw attempt, 54-33. He makes it. Here comes McGee, gets it across midcourt. Peterman looks at it, goes back to McGee. McGee to Kirkland, driving a baseline. Jumper puts it up and won't fall. And Johnson puts it up and won't fall. And here comes Peterman back out with it. New play, Kirkland to McGee. Peterman drives the basket, and it will fall for him.
That's a nice shot that time by Peterman. He changed hands in the air with the ball. Bobby switched it over to his left hand and put it up for 2.
Ty Baker. 3:32 left. As Peterman's at the line, his first time tonight. Misses the three-point play. Leonard looks, gets it to number 5. Williams for 3 and misses. Mobley gets the rebound. Gets it to Johnson. Loose ball. And Adrian Kirkland comes up with it. Peterman back to McGee. Now we got Peterman at the top of the key. Going in the corner to Adrian Kirkland. McGee and Kirkland swap things around. Now to Peterman. Back to, we get a steal. Here comes Leonard for 2.
Nice body control that time. Leonard taking that one away and then taking it all the way for the basket. That's 6 points for Leonard.
56-36, 2.5 to go. As McGee pulls it back out to the top of the key. Goes over to Kirkland. Here comes McGee. Mobley comes out and puts his hand on the ball. Puts it back in McGee's hands. Rotates over to Peterman. Back to McGee.
Goaltending called against number 21, Ty Baker, and the basket is gonna count.
So Johnson gets the basket.
One minute, 57 seconds left in the fourth period. Dothan on top 58-36 over the Malone Tigers. Win the second round of the Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic.
Marcus Leonard get a steal from 44 Johnson.
Boy, I tell you, they're not. Those shots are not going unchallenged.
No. Blunt picks up his fourth. Falls away, no good. 33 comes in, Mark Ford for Dothan. So Devon Gooden, now Mark Ford. Johnson makes the second, gives him 5 points on the night. 3 shots from number 11, Chai Baker. Austin Williams on the fast break. Knocked away, 1-1's in.
So at the line is number 5, Austin Williams. He's 2 of 2. Make it 3 of 3. And into the game goes number 33, Chris Malone. Maloney. Okay. I couldn't read you right, Bobby.
Well, what can I say?
Okay.
Stays perfect, 4 for 4. Peterman looks for a little help to get it across, and Mobley gets it to number 14, Gooden, and he loses it. Williams puts it in for his first field goal of the night.
That's 6 points for Williams.
Gooden for 2 more.
Gooden goes right back and try it again.
61-40. Number 5 shoots from downtown. That is Austin Williams.
We've called his name a lot here in the last couple of minutes.
Turnover on Dothan. Has 35. McKinney comes in, and Chai Baker sits down. Over to number 33, back to 25. He looks for 3. Air ball. .6 seconds left. Comes into Gooden. Back to Peterman. Peterman gets it to Johnson.
Whoa. That looked like a football play there. The 2 big guys going at it, man. That was number 44, Devontae Johnson. They called him for the offensive foul, and he ran right into number 35, Tyrus McKinney.
34 gets it to 25, puts it up, misses. Here comes Peterman. 1.2 seconds left, and he just runs out the clock. Makes a final score 61 for the Dothan Tigers and 43 for the Malone Tigers. And we're going to have some totals for you in just a moment. Back at the Civic Center where we're wrapping up the Dothan Malone game, your Dothan Tigers are able to advance, and they will play on Wednesday the winner of the Dale County and Headland game, which is about to come up now. But right now the time at hand is to tell you about Dothan and Malone. So Malone in their closing efforts, their leading scorer was Ladarius McElroy with 16 points. Austin Williams finished with 9. 7 points from Gene Littles, 6 points from Marcus Leonard, and 2 from Clemens and 2 from McClinney, and 1 point from Chai Baker to round out their 43 points.
Okay, on the Dothan side, Dothan lead scorer tonight on another outstanding game coming from number 12, Jamal Rogers. He had 19 points. Bernard McGee and Greg Marsh each put up 11 apiece. 5 coming from Stephen Trawick and Devontae Johnson. And let's see, 2 from Bobby Peterman, 4 from
Gooden.
Gooden, right, and 4 from Adrian Kirkland. So it was a pretty balanced scoring attack. Now, Bobby, looking at the scoring by periods, Dothan took a 13-4 lead into the second period, 26-13 lead into halftime. They led 45-27 at the end of 3 and win the game 61-43. Now, looking at the turnovers, Malone did a much better job in the second half. They had a total of 12 turnovers for the entire game, but one of the key stats here, they only shot 27% in the game, and they shot 63% from the foul line. Now, on the other hand, Dothan shot 50% the first half, 50% the second half, 50% free throws the first half, 52% in the second half. Dothan put in 40 points in the paint to 16 in the paint for Malone. So Dothan with a pretty good performance tonight other than the excessive turnovers.
So Dothan's move to advance. They defeat Sampson 72-34 on the 26th. Here on the 29th, they defeat Malone by a final score of 61-43. And then they'll play the winner of the Dale County Headland game at 6 o'clock on Wednesday, December 30th. So that's going to wrap it up in the Civic Center for this ball game during the 4th annual Downtown Dothan Hoops Classic. Bobby Price, Mitt Kirkland, and Brian Nyman. And we'll see you again soon on the Local Origination Channel. Happy New Year.